What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jay. We are here with GBA Week 3. We have a team builder before the battle. We're going against Just Weavile and his Wolverhampton Weaviles. Two Weaviles, you know, it's all the Weaviles. But we're going to go over what we're bringing and why we're bringing it, and our opponent's team as well. As you can see on the bottom, that is my opponent's team. Is very scary with Great Tusk, Walking Wake, Gengar, Iron Leaves, Scream Tail, Rotom Heat, Bisharp, Braviary, Frostmoth, Moltres G, and Samurai. So their two Terramons are Iron Leaves and Frostmoth, both very respective. It's both very scary, respectively, due to their Terra. I mean, granted, Iron Leaves is great, but because I have a Corviknight and whatnot, I would wall it. But because it has access to Terra Fire, it becomes a huge threat. He also kind of has like a Sun team just without the Sun. I think he might have maybe gotten sniped on that because he has Walking Wake and Tusk and Screamtail. So who knows? But without further ado, we are bringing Jolly Urshifu Rapid Strike with Unseen Fist, holding a Choice Band with 204 speed, some spread in defense, SPDF, and HP, and we have our attack stat to the max with 252. This is just hits super hard against this team. His only real switch into Urshifu is Screamtail, but even then we are able to do quite a bit. We are able to 2 KO with Surging Strikes, but granted, I feel like Screamtail could be Rocky Helmet and be very defensive and then force us to switch out, and then he gets a free wish. So that's what I'm kind of thinking is his counter. Otherwise, he has kind of no counterplay to Urshifu aside from outspeeding it, but Choice Band hits like a truck. We have U-turn, Surging Strikes, Aqua Jet, Close Combat. The thing is, we kind of just want to U-turn to bait out whatever the switch in is the first couple times, and be able to pivot out. Aqua Jet is there for priority if we do need it, if we need to kill him on, and if it's in range. Surging Strikes and Close Combat is literally all we need. Dual Stab just goes crazy against this team. Next up, we do have our trusty Sandy Shocks. Sandy Shocks has been the GOAT. We have Timid with a Assault Vest. We are running a little bit of a cheeky little spread here. We have enough speed to speed creep his Great Tusk and Moltres G and stuff like that, speed creeping my Gardevoir, because that is my base 80 speed tier, and his Mon's like 87 and Rotom at 86 and Moltres at 90 would fall down and try to speed creep that. So I'm speed creeping them, speed creeping that. So a whole lot of speed creeping. We have enough speed to do that. We have SPDF for the Gengar, because Gengar is very scary. I'd have to actually be like fully SPDF to wall a Choice Specs Gengar, but I just felt like that wasn't optimal here. But you know, if he brings Choice Specs Gengar, then good on him, because Gengar's coverage is just so very problematic. So it's just always a scary mon. We have Volt Switch, Earth Power, Discharge, and Power Gem. This thing can quite literally sit on Gengar if it's not Specs, and it can sit on Rotom as well. Also helps with Moltres too. So Power Gem is for the Rotom. Discharge and Earth Power are just to hit the whole team. Discharge is also over T-Bolt, so I can get maybe cheeky little pairs if I do need them, and then Volt Switch, of course, for momentum. Next up, we do have Tornadus. As you can see, I did not change the name, so it's Urshifu, but oh my goodness, Tornadus. We have Tornadus, not Urshifu. We have with heavy duty boots with 128 HP, 44 in defense, and 156 in special attack with 180 speed. Tornadus outspeeds their whole team. It's quite literally the fastest thing on the field. All they have to do is speed creep Screamtail, which we are indeed doing. We have enough attack to be able to 2 KO most things with Bleak Wind Storm, and be able to hit the things we need to with Focus Blast, aka Bisharp, and then Nasty Plot just ups that. So that's what we don't really need that much attack to, because flying move plus fighting move kind of hits the whole squad super duper hard, barring the Rotom. Rotom I feel like has to come, because it has to be the switch in to this thing. We have the rest in HP and defense, because this thing can also work as a Great Tusk pivot, because we wall its dual stabs. Granted, they do have Ice Spinner and Edge like that, but they would have to make the read. So next up, we have hopefully a correctly named mon, Skeledirge, with a bold nature, unaware. Of course, we are Terra Fairy this week as well. We have 252 HP, 180 in defense, and 76 in SPDF. This is just meant to be like a wall that can snowball into a threat. So we have Torch Song, Hex, Slack Off, and Will-O-Wisp. Hex is very nice, because if you look at their team, they literally don't enjoy ghost moves aside from the Bisharp and Braviary. So aside from those two, and those two don't want to get burned either. So If we can burn them on the incoming switch, that'd be great. Torch Song, of course, is just to boost our attack because it's just very, very free. And then Slack Off is for recovery. Dirge is just going to be doing Dirge things this week. Going to be able to soak up hits if we do need them. Can also serve as like a soft check to Great Tusk once I do Terra. Can also serve as a good check to Iron Leaves as well. And also to Samurai and potentially Braviary as well. Bisharp is literally the only thing that makes it problematic due to it having access to dark type moves and also steel type moves because it kind of walls our Terra. But without further ado, we have the next mon, which is going to be Gardevoir with a modest nature with a choice scarf yet again. Literally just speed creeping the fastest thing on the team, which is Screamtail. And we have all of our attack boosted all the way to with 252, and then the rest put in HP and defense. We have Moonblast, Psychic, Focus Blast, and Trick. Moonblast, Psychic, literally, like I've said this a bunch of times, but it literally just claims lives against their whole team, because Moonblast in particular is very free, because the only mon they have to switch into Moonblast is Rotom Heat. Granted, they could be Screamtail as well, but it doesn't resist, but Rotom Heat would resist. But if they do that, then Torn opens up as well, so we put a lot of pressure on his potential walls. Focus Blast is to hit Bisharp, of course, and then Trick is just in case we need to do anything funky, because they do have Frostmoth, and if it's Quiver Dance, I am able to trick that because we do outspeed it even if it gets to +1 after a Quiver. So we could be able to neutralize that and slap a Choice Scarf on it so it can't dance anymore. So, and then last but not least, we do have our Dragalge this week. Boom! Dragalge's here, making its debut with a timid nature, adaptability, and we are holding the Haban Berry. So Haban Berry, this is just thing is meant to check Walking Wake, because Walking Wake, if you look at my team, at least at the 6 that we're bringing, can freely spam Water move. So he might just opt to do that because he maybe not think I'm gonna go hard Dragalge on a Walking Wake, but we do have Haban Berry because it kind of serves as a soft check, because we eat the Dragon hit, bait the Dragon hit as well, and then Oko in return with Draco Meteor. Granted, they're not a barrier or anything like that. We are able to tank a Choice Specs Draco. So the highest amount of output they could do to us, we literally can live it, barring a crit, of course. We have 252 HP, 84 in attack, 60 in defense, 108 in def, and then the rest into speed with the extra 4. With Sludge Bomb, Draco Meteor, Focus Blast, and Toxic Spikes. T-Spikes are very nice against this team for Tusk, Walking Wake, Iron Leaf, Screamtail, and of course Samurai if they do bring it. So it's very nice of those things, and we also can bait out the Gengar. Granted, if they don't bring the Gengar, then they're even greater, but if they bring the Gengar, that's fine, because we at least bait it in, and they have to remove it that way. But I'm really excited to bring Dragalge. I think it's a really, really cool thing, because we can also Terra Water if we need to, but I don't think we'll have to. I think we'll be able to play around the Walking Wake pretty well without Terra, because we want to kind of save that for Dirge. But without further ado, let's get into the battle. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jay. We are here with GBA Week 3. We are, pause, spoilers, go make sure to go watch the other videos, because I'm about to say the record. We are, unfortunately, 1-1. This is our bounce back week. This is Week 3. We're going against just Weavile. He brings an interesting squadron. I did not foresee the Braviary coming. That's literally, that's the only one I didn't see really coming. Bisharp, Gengar, Tusk, Wake, Rotom, all very much could come. I mean, should come. I think there was another mon that I was eyeing. Oh, he doesn't bring any of his Terramons, actually. I was kind of sweating Iron Leaves. He didn't bring it. And he also didn't bring Frostmoth, which is kind of dope. So, in this scenario, lead-wise, I think Bernado looks fantastic unless they lead Rotom, right? T-Spikes look good here because it forces in Gengar, but I mean, we can get T-Spikes up. It's just good for Tusk and the Wake, which it's just nice to get status on them and get chip over time. What do I want to do here? I think leading Bird is fine. If they lead Rotom, then we could easily go into Sandy Shocks or something of that nature. I'm feeling kind of good. We're feeling kind of good. We're going to see what we could do. I hope we can come out this one with a dub. I forgot to open my buddy's team builder, but it's kind of too hectic to do like last minute. I had to set everything up. I don't think I emptied it from my last battle, so we're gonna go ahead and do it in the good old showdown, because we see Walking Wake, we see what else, Gengar, we see Great Tusk. We're in the school. Toasty comes out, so he leads with the Rotom. All right, fair enough. I don't know if this thing is Choice Scarf or not, so we're gonna just go ahead and skedaddle on out of here. He could go for an overheat, but we should be able to tank it relatively well. We could also go into Kelp Me, but that is nice for Walking Wake, so I think we can just go into Isaphase here and be all right. So that's what we'll do. That is what we'll do indeed. He also brings the Bisharp. He also brings the Braviary. So we'll see what this thing wants to do. We'll see what this Rotom wants to do. Volt Switch, perfectly fine by me. Do they have a ground type? They have a ground type in Tusk. But what would they even go into here? Honestly, I kind of want to throw off an Earth Power because there's no, I mean, they have to know we have Power Gem, right? They could go into Braviary. I'm just going to go for a Power Gem. If they stay in, then they stay in. They do stay in. So we get off a nice chunk of damage on this thing, which is great. Oh, that's fantastic damage. They go for our Overheat. So they're going to do a little bit of damage to us. They most likely are heavy duty boots. Their attack's going to harshly fall. They have Volt Switch. They have Overheat, of course. What do I want to do here? Because this thing being gone like opens up Tornadus. Because look at their team and look at Focus Blast and Bleakwind Storm into the team looks phenomenal. So I kind of want to fire off another one, but they might save it. Who would they go into? I feel like it could potentially be Great Tusk. I feel like it could potentially be Great Tusk. And I kind of want to go for EP. So I'll go for EP. I'll go for EP. Because I feel like they might try to save this thing. I really do. Like they might try to save it as like a sack or like a switch into Torn one time instead of losing it right here off rip. So I'm just gonna go for EP because they can't go Braviary. They would have to like go Great Tusk potentially try to scare me out. So that's why I'm gonna go for EP here. I think that makes sense. I think it makes the most sense. I'm pretty sure this mon is also heavy duty boots because it's not choiced in any fashion. It's probably boots. And there's no berry that procs. So, oh, they opt to stay in actually. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna Overheat again. Okay. So I didn't think they were gonna stay in. I really didn't think they were gonna stay in. We'll go for Power Gem now, I guess, right? I thought they were going to try to save it, but hey, it's a 50-50 read, right? It's a 50-50, whether they do or they don't. They might switch out now. Interesting, because in my opinion, like, I wouldn't let this thing go down. At least not off turn 2, because like, without this thing, like, how do you switch into Torn is my question. Now they withdraw. Okay, so that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Leviathan, that's probably Tusk, right? No, it's this thing. Okay, so I mean, that's not bad. We still get chip on this thing. It's going to be Protosynthesis as well. What do we see? I mean, it's going to be Booster Energy. Attack is heightened. Okay, good to know. We're in a Power Gem here. Get off a little bit of chip. I guess Volt Switch could have been cool as well. We can get up out of here. What do I want to go into? I think our best bet is to go into this. Would they drop a Draco here? They could. But we're just gonna go into Kelp Me. They drop a Draco, so be it. Their attack will be like -1, I think, because they have the booster range. So that's not essentially it's like a life orb boost. But so we're gonna go into Dragalge here. We go for sub. Ooh. I just gotta make sure my boy here, Dragalge, can break the sub. We do indeed break the sub, so we're just gonna go for Sludge Bomb here, not go for a Draco. I'm gonna go for a Draco. We are her Bomb Berry. We should live this, no problem. Because we live Specs, so we definitely live Booster for sure. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Nice. Perfect. And this attack's gonna harshly fall, which is great. So that's awesome. Like, everything is getting chipped down, which is awesome. Like, this thing's permanently at below half. And Rotom's also getting chipped. So, like, endgame for Torn is looking fantastic if they don't have a Scarf Gengar. We're gonna go for a Draco here. We don't even have to. So I'm just gonna go for a Sludge Bomb. Here. Sludge Bomb looks pretty nice. They're gonna opt to withdraw. They do have a Steel type in Bisharp. Checkmate, that's gotta be Bisharp. It's gotta be Bisharp. Nice nickname, I like it. I like it a lot. And right here, I think what I can do is I can swap out here and go into Urshifu. They didn't bring Scream Tail either. Oh my gosh, they did not bring Scream Tail, which is huge. Cause I could save Kelp Me, right? Knockoff could be incoming. Do I want to lose my band? Cause we don't outspeed Bisharp, I'm pretty sure. I was not speed creeping Bisharp, which actually would have been a great thing to do. Oh, actually, yeah, I'm tripping. Way faster than I thought. I'm getting mixed up with King Gambit speed. Silly me. Do I need my band here? Like, Bandit looks so good. I think we just opt to sack this thing. Yeah, I think we just opt to sack this thing. I'm gonna go for a Focus Blast on the off sense. They want to go for an SD or something. They go for Stealth Rocks. Oh, baby. Say it ain't so. Come on. Dragalge, you have eyes. You have the biggest eyes. You have the biggest eyes. Let's go, baby. Land it. Boosh. This thing lives. It lives. Who would have thought? Not me. Okay, so that's great. That is fantastic. I guess we just go for a Draco to get a for sure hit. But they kill us here for sure. Maybe I'll just go for T-Spike. I'll just set up a T-Spike. And go for Iron Head. I'm pretty sure we go down. Yep, we do go down. Yo, that's big. That is so big. The damage on this thing is huge, man. It's huge. We're gonna go into Urshifu here because now I'm pretty sure it probably dies to a U-turn. A choice band a U-turn for surely kills this thing. For surely. I mean, I'm just gonna like, I'm just gonna calculate. We're gonna see. Bisharp, if it's like max HP, U-turn, that's level 100. That's why it's doing 6%. Duh. U-turn definitely takes this thing out, so we're just gonna go for a U-turn here. Get up out of here. Nice. Boom. They do have rocks up, which is bad for our dirge, but it is what it is. It is what it is. We do have boots on our Torn though, which is nice, so that's cool. Now I could go into Monroe, because what do they have here? Bisharp is gone. Rotom is below. The Rotom and Wake are really low. Gardevoir looks fantastic here as well. I could just go into my Crikey. I feel like Crikey gives me a good positioning outside of like Gengar. Gardevoir looks pretty good, barring Scarf Gengar. Everything looks good, barring Gengar. Because if I go Torn, then they can go Rotom. Kind of just want to go Guard. I'll just go Guard here. I think Guard looks fine. I mean, if Braviary comes out, we can go hard Dirge. I do wish I had boots, but it is what it is. Braviary from a Gardevoir. Let's see. Let's see how much we're doing to Braviary. Not enough. Brave Bird can indeed take us out. So Jester, is that going to be the Gengar? It is the Gengar. I mean, we'll probably see a Sludge Bomb here, right? Or Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball, probably their best play. I'm going to Issaphase. I don't know if this thing is Scarf or not. I'm not going to risk it. I'm not willing to risk it because Gardevoir looks really good. If they're not Scarf and then we switch out, then they'll be like, oh, they're not Scarf. So that'd be cool. But we're going to see what kind of damage this thing does. We are at 91 with Sandy Shocks. I do wish I killed the Rotom. Otherwise, we just go hard Tornadus and not care. So misplay on my part, but I really thought they were going to save the Rotom that turn instead of go for Overheat twice. But this is what it is. Sludge Bomb. We do see the Sludge Bomb. Okay, cool. 80 to 53. Do they get the poison? They do not get the poison. I can go for a Earth Power here. I can also go for a Discharge. If they go into Rotom, that's fine. Don't think they go into Great Tusk. I just go for EP here. Yeah, I just go for EP. If they go into Rotom, it's fine because someone can just Power Gem and kill it. So we're going to draw here. If they go into Braviary, we outspeed it. So I'm not too... I mean, I think we outspeed it. Toasty comes out. That's fine. Like I said, it's fine. I don't have to make that read because we kill this thing no matter what. I mean, he can make a bunch of reads. I mean, he can make a bunch of switches right now. Like he can go back out into whatchamacallit, Walk and Wake. No, but he's gonna opt to sack this thing. That's great. So Torn now is very free because Bleakwind Storm, the two resists that were on his team are now gone. Bisharp and Rotom are gone. So all we have to do is click Flying Move and have a great day. Have a great day in the sky. That's all we got to do. That's all we got to do. So Leviathan comes out. That's gonna be the Walking Wake. In all honesty, I think I just sack Sandy right now. It's done enough. Get some rest, my boy. You just go for, I mean, it doesn't matter what we go for. We're gonna go for EPs just so that way we have the highest chance of, ooh, can we live? Survey says. Oh, that'd been crazy if we could live. That'd been great. That'd be crazy. So they have Surf, not Hydro Steam. I mean, I think Surf is stronger, right? I don't know the base speed. I mean, base speed. The base, whatchamacallit on this thing. I'm actually curious because I can't remember. I know it's stronger than the Sun, of course, but I don't remember like the base power of it. We're gonna go for a Bleakwind Storm here. I'm not gonna get greedy. I don't think I need to go for a nasty plot here. What is this thing? Walking Wake? I'm just curious. Hydro Steam is base 80. Surf is base 90, right? Pretty sure, right? We're gonna connect. Beautiful. So we should be able to take this thing out. Great. Yeah, Surf is base 90. Okay, look at me learning. I mean, not learning base powers, but I know him. I know him. Big brain. Big brain with all the stats. So great. Torn's looking fantastic here. Looks phenomenal because he let the two resists go down and get chipped severely. So that's great. Granted, we did lose our Gengar check, and we kind of used it as a Rotom check more than a Gengar check, but Sandy Shocks did put on some work here because it got rid of the Rotom. And Drogalagy also put in work, eating the Haban, breaking the sub, and landing a huge Focus Blast. Patriot's going to come out here. Now this thing, I don't know what this thing wants to do. It could be Scarf as well. Ooh, if it's Scarf, that's a good bring. That is a very good bring. I did not anticipate Scarf Herb. If it's Scarf... I don't know what is it, double edge? To get double edge? I assume it gets double edge. It doesn't take us out. Brave Bird double edge to do the same damage. What do I want to do here? Do I want to U-turn? So I look at the team, right? I look at the team. Do I sack Urshi? I think I would honestly opt to sack Urshi because like Torn wins. I think I would sack Urshi. I don't really need Urshi here. And I can just go Dirge. I think that's what I will do. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Just to see what this thing wants to do. I don't really need Urshifu here because like Torn and Guard are the win cons. Rock Slide. Okay, perfect. So if this thing is Scarf, then we're fine. We're literally fine. If it's not Scarf, we find out right now because now we're just gonna go for a Surging Strikes here. He has no switching. He has no switching, and if he's locked in, then it's. I did not know this thing got Rock Slide. So it's probably Sheer Force then. It's probably Sheer Force. Yo, why does a bird get Rock Slide? Hello? So this thing is probably not Defiant. It's probably Sheer Force. If I had to guess, like Choice Scarf, Sheer Force, Rock Slide would indeed do a lot. Does it take out our Torn? It doesn't take out our Torn. Unless they're like, let's see if they're adamant. If they're adamant, it doesn't take out our turn. So we're living, so we could take one. So they're gonna have to withdraw here. They're probably sacking off Tusk, if I had to guess. Has to be Tusk. Yeah, Tuscany comes out here. It could be Rocky Helmet, but so be it. I mean, I doubt it, because why would you want to use this as a, whatchamacallit? Oh, it's booster energy. So do we see attack? We do see attack. All right. I mean, it has to be attack. I think no matter what, it's always gonna be attack. Oh, baby, that's a 3 KO if I've ever seen it. I mean, it's an Oko, but it's 3 strikes. So, boom, 3 strikes. You're out of there. You're out of there. There goes the Tusk. Tusk is up out of there. Now they're just gonna go Gengar here, which is fine. Are they gonna be dual Scarfers? I severely doubt it. Would it be? Tusk is gone. Heat is gone. Wake is gone. They only have Gengar and Braviary. Are they dual Scarfers? That'd be nutty. that would be nutty. Kind of low-key want to save this thing now. Do I need to? Because like they can freely go for Rock Slide on it, on my team, without this thing. So maybe I just sack Dirge here. Would I just sack Dirge? I'm trying to think. Because I can Terra with my Dirge. I'm going to Birdnado here against the Gengar and be fine. I think I'm just overthinking it. I think I'm just going to stay in and go for Surging Strikes. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Oh! 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 I mean, I assume homie could have just killed me. I assume homie could have just killed me from here, though, if he had an attack. Because our Spadef is terrible. Wait, does Destiny Bound not work? Oh, wait, I was about to say, holy moly. Is it because, like, it was the first hit and it counts it as, like, separate or something? I was about to say, oh my gosh, that's crazy. That was, like, Pokelogic for a second. I thought we weren't going to die. All right, so Gengar goes down. Urshifu gets a kill. Very interesting. I think, or is it better off? I think it's just better off to go Dirge, honestly. I think it's just better off to go Dirge. We can burn this thing. We should be able to take any one hit. We're going to Terra Fairy because they could indeed go for a Rock Slide, which would hurt a whole bunch. Oh, never mind. It does not. It does not hurt at all. Wow. Rock Slide does 42 to 51. Dirge, you're so bulky. I don't think we need to Terra. If we Terra Fairy, we just Terra Fairy here. Why not? And we just fire off a Will-O-Wisp here. Just because the Willow for surely makes sure that this thing doesn't run rampant. Like on the off chance, like anything happens crazy. Not trying to like BM or anything like that. It's just like Will-O-Wisp makes sense. It's the best play here. I'm not going to risk a Choice Scarf like my Guard of not outspeeding or my Torn getting Rock Slided or whatever. So we're just going to go here. I'm going to go for a Rock Slide. We're going to eat that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We're going to Will-O-Wisp here, and that should be the game because this Braviary no longer can do anything to us. And we're just going to go ahead and not flame, Torch Song here. That's all we got to do. We're just going to Torch Song because this thing shouldn't be able to touch us at all. It is now a burn Braviary. Like I said, in my opinion, it's the best play. Make sure nothing crazy happens because Mons is Mons. We're going to be able to eat that, no problem. Go for a Torch Song here, and between this and the burn, we should be able to maybe 2 a KO if it gets. Nah, I don't think we'll be able to 2 a KO, but we'll be able to kill this Braviary with our Dirge here. Indeed, with our Dirge, I would say our bulky Mons actually put on quite the clinic today because between the Haban, Androgalgi, and the whatchamacallit, and Sandy Shock's doing the thing, kind of made up for everything. Sheer Force Braviary, I assume, is what it is. Unless they're just not. Oh, we do kill. Oh, with the crit. I mean, the crit does matter because we wouldn't have killed. But I mean, actually, maybe after the burn we would have. Maybe. But GG's to Just Weavile. We are now 2-1. We moved to 2-1, which is great. Skeledirge was able to do the thing. Love to see Crikey put on a show. GG's to my opponent. It was a good one. But if you guys like this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up down below. If you are hyped for more GBA content, make sure to click that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when I post. Without further ado, I am your boy Jay. I'm gonna get out your hair and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye.